Another series record against the Black Caps at home has gone against the Men in Blue. This time we are into the shortest format of the T20I series. We're focusing on five-match T20I series we have to look into, and I have Gian and Orko with me, and soon to be joined by Gopal Paji as well. Gian, starting with you, reflection on what happened in the ODI series, your facts, your thoughts. The pitch
I,
was not that difficult to play on, but especially the third ODI you come to, despite knowing that there won't be any due, the decision of batting second, did that backfire India?
I think this is not about bagging fire, but I think again we the with the so-called 2016 trend going on, I think we are heavily reliant again on Virat Kohli. I mean, we are seeing his dominant 2016 form carrying forward in 2026, and like you say, he's easing like fine wine, scoring that 93. Then he scored the brilliant 100, which went in vain. But other than that, I think a few knocks too. I think a forgetful series for Rohit Sharma because he got those starts, but they failed to convert it into a big one. I think he didn't even get a 50. Like faltered in 20s in all the three matches. So he didn't
Correct.
get going. And yeah, a big worry of concern here is the middle order, especially Jadeja over here, because I think from 2013 he's not scored a half century in India. So I think that's a very, very
Huge,
big
huge
worrying sign,
concern.
huge worrying
Huge
sign for
concern.
us
And rightly
because
said,
then he went
Gian.
and also he went wicketless if I'm not wrong
Yes.
in the entire three series, and that's something unlike of Jadeja. And
We
I
have
mean, if you're
somebody
just
about
looking
to
at
come there. That's
fielding,
not acceptable.
we should definitely be looking for Akshar Patel.
Absolutely, and that's where I come to Orko with my first question of the day. That is Ravindra Jadeja, the player. What a stalwart he is, a legend of Indian cricket. But very lately, not amongst the wickets. The stats are not favoring Ravindra Jadeja anymore. Playing just two formats. Now his ODI one looks to be under threat more than the Test one.
Definitely, I think in Test, if you look at recent performances, maybe the tour in England, was a big surprise, very contributed with the bat, and also maybe it would be harsh to call it, call him out for Test, but yeah, definitely in limited overs cricket, he has been, if I could use a harsher word, he has literally been invisible, and that's a big concern, and especially with players like Aksar knocking at the door, and there are plenty of players with similar skill sets. Even if you look down at the domestic level, there's Sai Kishore, there's Shabazz, there's Anukul Roy, and I think it's time that those people also get their required chances. And I think Jadeja's days, at least in white ball cricket, is definitely numbered.
Absolutely. But if you talk about the ODI series, one last positive I would ask you is Harshit Rana being the biggest positive in the ODI series according to you?
Definitely. I mean, it's good that his bat has finally come off, the talking which people often associated him with. Like, people said that he's an all rounder, but where is the batting is what everyone used to question. But finally, seeing the bat doing the talking is pretty big positive. And even with respect to Gambhir's template, he wants the team to bat deep with an extra batting, come bowling option. I think he's an important player for the side, especially in white ball cricket. So I think him scoring those runs and also picking wickets is a big positive looking forward.
100%. And at the number eight spot where you need a bowler who can bat is what the think tank thinking about. And that's where I think Hashidana fits well. Paji, welcome to the show. Your thoughts on the ODI performance taking forward to the T21 where Hardik Pandya and Jasprit Bumrah were rested. Now they are back in the side. आपके हिसाब से T20 side well balanced once again? Is this the best one? Keeping aside Tilak Verma not there, you brought in a Shreyas Iyer, whom I'm hearing that he's not going to play tomorrow.
First of all, I would like to talk about ODI. ODI, like we have got the best side as per what we want. Siraj was there, then Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Shreyas Iyer. We got back, but we don't understand. We missed that point. Shreyas Iyer was coming back after 6 months, so he was finding form, finding runs. Even that for that matter, Shubman Gill as well. He didn't play. He didn't had any hit in the VHT as well. He was also coming after that injury, so he was also finding some runs and all. The biggest disappointed was, I guess, the spin bowling. When the overseas teams come to India, the biggest threat for them is how to counter spin, whether it is Test match or it's a ODI. So spin bowling में हम जो middle over the wicket नहीं ले पाए, that was the main reason. And the other thing is हमारी spin bowling के against batting खराब हो रही है और overseas players are batting very well against the spin with the reverse sweep and sweep. 73 runs were scored by New Zealand in that last match with the sweeps and reverse sweep. और हमने 15 रन मारे. That is the difference. So we are not taking on
मिडिल
the
ओवर्स
spinners.
में हमारे हिसाब से मिडिल ओवर्स में ना विकेट ले पा रहे हम लोग के बॉलिंग इनिंग्स में, ना मिडिल
और हम
ओवर्स में ना
अटैक भी
हम
नहीं
रन
कर रहे.
कर पा रहे.
हम अटैक भी नहीं कर रहे स्पिनर्स को, बिकॉज छोटा ग्राउंड है. आपको अटैक 10 to 40 ओवर्स में आपको अटैक करना चाहिए. स्पिनर्स तो आपके सामने बॉल डालना ही नहीं चाहिए ना. तो हाउ कैन एन ऑफ स्पिनर, पार्ट टाइम ऑफ स्पिनर लाइक ग्लेन फिलिप्स can go without giving you 9 or 10 RPO. Even that for that matter, जो नया स्पिनर आया था उनका लेनक्स,
बिल्कुल.
we should have gone with him. We cannot expect only रोहित शर्मा या श्रेयस अय्यर ही मारेगा. सबको अपनी गेम को improve करना है. I guess we are too rigid to improve our game. For that matter, रविंद्र जडेजा, we know कुंबले was a stalwart, but वो भी पहले बहुत तेज बॉल करता था, लेग स्पिन
या
डालता था.
सही
People
बात.
used to play him in swinger. फिर then he developed googly. Then he developed away going delivery. Top spinner flipper का तो कोई मुकाबला नहीं था. So if that person can develop his bowling, why Jadeja can't ball slow 80 MRP MPF or 79 MPF? Why you want to ball 90 95 99 के बुलेट क्यों डालने हैं? आपको पिच और गेम के
Absolutely.
हिसाब से
I
बॉल
really
डालना है ना.
find this very strange in Ravindra Jadeja bowling that quick. And I don't find why he does that constantly. But similarly, if you focus on the T20 format and the T20I series, Gian, Surya Kumar Yadav will lead once again for India. More than Surya Kumar, the captain, the Surya Kumar, the batter needs to fire. And is this the biggest stage where Surya Kumar Yadav has to fire because home ground, you will be hosting the World Cup as well. What if he doesn't fire? 5 games, he doesn't fire. Do you mark point questions at him, or very confidently said, you all know that when Surya Kumar Yadav rises to the occasion, what he can do? He himself said that when India won the series in the previous occasion. Your thoughts?
This guy, as a player, I will never doubt him. Every player goes through this rough patch. Like there, I don't recollect a single player who has not gone through rough patches. And a player of Surya Kumar Yadav's quality, I think he will definitely come up. He just needs one particular game. I mean, if you remember, Virat took 3 years to score his from 70th to 71st, and that he just needed one spark, and after that he scored 15 extra 15 more hundreds in the span of 3 to 4 years. So I think that too, even playing, not even playing all three formats, and he's playing one format since a long time. So I think it just needs one particular game, maybe score a quick fire 50, just get there, and that gives them the momentum. And if once Surya Kumar fires, I think he'll be unstoppable. He's been doing that for Mumbai Indians for a long time now, I think, and
And he
we
played
know
a
who is the
couple of
player of the.
domestic games as well versus Punjab and Himachal Pradesh. Less than 25 runs for both the games.
Definitely, as I said, when the rough patch continues, like you can't do anything, but you have to just keep going and take one game at a time. But as I said, it just needs one click and one game to fire. Maybe he might score a match-winning 30 and take the team to a finish across the finish line and make India, win a game or a series. So I think that's what matters right now. And yeah, if at all he doesn't score a 15 in any of the 5 innings, and if at all India end up losing the T20 series against New Zealand, I think obviously some kind of questions will be raised purely because if Shubman Gill's performances are questioned as a vice captain, definitely Surya Kumar will be questioned first because he's the captain and T20
He's the
World Cup is
captain,
around the
but no
corner.
more. Absolutely, that's what I want to know from you guys. That T20 World Cup is less than 20 days and around the corner. No chopping and changing in terms of captaincy. I also know it's not expected from Indian team, but if Surya Kumar Yadav doesn't fire, what happens? Because just like Orko said about Ravindra Jadeja being invincible with bat and ball for the ODI series, similarly might be Surya Kumar Yadav is invincible for the T20 series despite being the captain. But Orko, just like ODI format, we look into Virat Kohli since years now. We are looking into Virat Kohli bailing us out from out of jail and winning us games. T20 format, is it Abhishek Sharma?
Well, again, there are two different styles of players. Virat is more like the accumulator, someone who tries to stay till the end. Abhishek is not like that. He's more like he'll live in the moment and try to shatter as many bowlers as he can in his limited stay, even if it's for 5 balls or for 50 balls. So I think it's a different style of game. And yes, given the pattern of batting that we have shown in this format, Abhishek has risen in the occasions more often than the others. But I think if people like Surya, Tilak, and even the middle order starts contributing, then Abhishek's role would definitely be very much specific to the power play. But yes, as long as he stays in the crease, it'll only mean business for the team. So I think he's definitely an X factor for our side, especially in giving us starts. And if he can convert them to big scores, then that's something which becomes an icing on the cake.
Absolutely, but similarly, Paji, जो अभी news है कि Tilak Verma will not be participating in the series, and similarly, you have the likes of Shreya Shaiya coming into the side, a very good opportunity. But I'm hearing he's not going to play. Ishan Kishan will bat at number three for India in tomorrow's game, especially, which means Sanju Samson two opens, Ishan Kishan at three. Are we seeing a little bit of competition also going between them? That whoever gets better, scores more runs, will have the nod in the T20 World Cup, considering that Tilak Verma is fit and straight away back in the number three?
I guess the good thing they are playing Ishan Kishan at number three. That means they are hoping that Tilak Verma will definitely get back. So वो अपना वो बैटिंग ऑर्डर है ना वो चेंज नहीं करना चाहते. First point. Other thing is
ठीक
Ishan
है,
Kishan
right.
is your backup. Ishan Kishan is your backup for now. He's a backup for earlier he was a backup for Sanju Samson as an opener. And now he's a backup for a middle order as well for Tilak Verma as well. If something goes wrong with Tilak Verma, maybe they will use that Australian policy of having him Ishan Kishan. जैसे ट्रेविस हेड को वो ले आए थे इंपॉर्टेंट जब टूर्नामेंट का इंपॉर्टेंट मैचेस शुरू हुए थे तो ट्रेविस हेड को ले आए थे तो मे बी यू मे
Remaining
फाइंड तिलक
phase,
वर्मा
correct.
डूइंग अ सुपर 8 उसको ज्यादा वो कैसा इंजरी है अब उसका रिहैब शुरू हो गया है हाउ ही विल कम बैक
Yeah.
सो दैट थिंग meanwhile as we're talking about the T20 setup our team looks balanced I think everybody's role should be clear as of now and Abhishek Sharma and Varun Chakravarti are your X factors I will don't go into Surya Kumar Yadav form मुझे बस ये देखना है कि सूर्य कुमार यादव फील कैसा कर रहा है he is timing the ball well batting
Okay.
well because I know 2011 World Cup धोनी scored 2 centuries in the warm up पूरा वर्ल्ड कप ठंडा गया था फाइनल में उसे जिता दिया रिकी पॉन्टिंग 2003 पूरा वर्ल्ड कप ठंडा फाइनल में उसने मार दिया
Correct.
बहुत सूर्य कुमार यादव की फाइट ये होनी चाहिए कि ही शुड नॉट लूज हिज कॉन्फिडेंस कैन ही कैन ही परफॉर्म अगेंस्ट स्ट्रॉन्गर ओपोनेंट्स स्ट्रॉन्गर
Right.
टीम्स वो उसका फाइट उसको वो
Right.
करके दिखाना सो आई हैव टू डेफिनेटली वांट कि अहमदाबाद में फाइनल हो ऑस्ट्रेलिया आए और वो अपना पाप धोए और जिता के जाए तो मेरा तो विश एज और सबका इंडियन फैंस का यही विश होगा कि हमें ऑस्ट्रेलिया चाहिए फाइनल में हमें और दूसरी तीसरी टीम चाहिए ही नहीं है तो सूर्य कुमार यादव कॉन्फिडेंट प्लेयर टीम
Very
टीम उसको
confident.
बैक वो
And that's the
कॉन्फिडेंट
reason
प्लेयर है
why he has
always good
21
to
half
run.
centuries in the T20I format.
Yeah, and as long as he can give runs, maybe he is saving all the runs for the World Cup. You never know.
कुछ भी हो सकता है. Yes, Jian.
Just to add up a little bit, Surya Kumar had made his debut in Ahmedabad against England. So I think a fitting IPL, I think a T20 World Cup final in
That's
Ahmedabad,
when he
I
played
think that could be a
the
fitting.
shot, I believe, to Jofra Archer, wasn't it?
It was a first ball six towards a
Yes.
shot, like a typical
Correct.
Supla shot.
Yes, right. Yeah,
Both
yes.
Ishan Kishan and Surya started off with a six.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Ishan
But
Kishan
there
is
is,
six as well.
yeah, so Surya's debut was at Ahmedabad. So I think T20 World Cup final in Ahmedabad will be a quite a fitting love story. If Surya hits that for a boundary or a six to win it for India, I think it will be magnificent.
Okay, but similarly, conditions के हिसाब से और को Nagpur is where the first T20I will be played, and we understand the pitch it brings to the table, and probably there will be dew in the second innings too. Spinners, how many spinners are you playing? Surely you're playing a Varun Chakravarti. Along with him, is it Akshar and Sundar, or just Akshar, or nobody, just Varun Chakravarti? Your thoughts?
Well, I think Varun definitely plays, and maybe someone like Aksar could fit in, definitely. But maybe if you look at the way Gambhir functions and all, he might perhaps play just two paces and play an extra spinner. So we are not really sure. But I think for now, Aksar and Varun are the ones who would definitely be starting and deliver the goods with in terms of the spin department.
Okay, but Paji, यहाँ पे Sundar as he is injured and not available for the first few games. So Rinku Singh की तरफ देखना चाहेंगे, or are you going towards a Shivam Dubey plus Hardik Pandya?
See, if it is a black soil and if there's no dew and a little bit of spin, I won't mind Rinku Singh and won't mind giving ball to Abhishek Sharma as well. So he should be
Okay.
given two three overs so that कभी जरूरत पड़ गई कभी आपको जरूरत पड़ेगी
क्योंकि
उसकी like
सबसे Kuldeep and Varun are not playing any game together.
as for a starter, Kuldeep abhi ODI खेल के आया तो they may be giving rest, but depends upon na World Cup is a long tournament. You have to see the pitches and all. If the conditions want spin, then you will definitely play Kuldeep and Varun together. तो वो भी होगा. Like जो एक IPL फाइनल में SRH ने अभिषेक से बॉल डाला जब बॉल टर्न हो रहा था. शहबाज ने
Correct.
बॉल डाला,
Correct.
अभिषेक ने बॉल डाला अगेंस्ट आई गेस चेन्नई के साथ ही मैच था if I'm not wrong. So you
No,
never
I
know.
guess it was the Mumbai Indians, but yes,
Maybe.
could
So
be.
what I'm saying, depending on pitch है कैसी है, ड्यू आएगा नहीं आएगा वो सारा चीज देख के you have to be very smart because Kuldeep or I would love to play Kuldeep and Varun Chakravarti, but how well Kuldeep is bowling, how is this for his form and all. So definitely that would be a
आप
that would
बोल
be a
रहे हो कि अभिषेक
choice.
शर्मा को आप बॉलिंग करवाओगे यहाँ पे न्यूज आर कमिंग इज रिंकू सिंह आल्सो बोल इन द साइड मुश्ताक अली ट्रॉफी सो ही माइट ब्रिंग हिमसेल्फ अवेलेबल द ball batting all-rounder of Rinku might come because he is in red hot form. He is scoring runs for fun in domestic cricket as well. But similarly, yes, Paji.
Ideally, I would want Ishan Kishan and Rinku must get 4 5 games, and rest other players can get three games per three per games.
Fair
So
enough.
that सबको
Yeah,
rotate
yeah.
करो और ये players अभी खेल
So
के नहीं
you're
आ रहे.
playing more of a rotating side. You're playing more of a rotating side more than that. Okay, fair enough. And you
And
said about
despite हमें
Kuldeep
series lose भी
Yadav
नहीं, we
getting
have to play
rest.
our best 11. Apart from rotating, we have to play our best 11. We have to win this series. वो भी ध्यान
Best
रखना है.
11 जरूर बट आपने क्या पे बोला पाजी कि you are not playing a Kuldeep Yadav because he played the ODI series. You want to give him a rest. And here comes Madhur with his first question. He says that will Harshit Rana play then? Because Harshit Rana को आप खिलाओगे because he is also tired. But does he fit in your T20 11 for the first game?
Then you have to drop Dubey. आप हर्षित को खिलाओगे तो आपको दुबे की जरूरत नहीं है. Then you have to drop Dubey. So as of now, I would go with
Okay,
Arshdeep and
so
Bumrah. First
you're
set,
saying
first
that
set of team जो मेरी
way
best
to
11
play
पहले
Harshit Rana. Jian, you're scratching your head. Yes, Paji.
I don't understand the logic of adding Harshit Rana into this 11 when we have Shivam Dubey, Hardik Pandya, the best finisher and
With
all-rounder in the
the
world.
seamers we have an Arshdeep Singh and you have Jasprit Bumrah plus
Bumrah.
Hardik. I think that's
obviously.
enough.
So why do we need Harshit Rana over here? I mean, it's illogical. You can add a spinner in terms of Akshar Patel who can actually add those finishing touches also if needed with the bat. He fields well, and of course we know what kind of a bowler he is. And Akshar can be promoted up the order also. He can bat up the order at number 4 or number 5. We saw that in the T20 World Cup final also.
Rohan says something different. Rana is undroppable according to
Undroppable.
him.
You gotta be kidding me. In T20, where will you play him? But where will you play him?
But
Where
we
will you
also
play him in
have
the
Rohan, we
T20?
also have a Hardik
I would
Pandya in this
rather
side. So
want to
four
try Ravi
seamers
Bishnoi
in
because Ravi
Indian
Bishnoi
conditions.
I would want to
Yes,
rather
Paji.
try Ravi Bishnoi because recently he has scored some runs in VHT as well, and with his leg spinners, black soil, skiddy customer. So I would also want to try Ravi Bishnoi. Give him some matches, some confidence. If Forbidden Sundar not get fit, so you can always draft a leg spinner in the team as well.
A player like Ravi Vishnu can be played against USA, a team like USA or these small countries which are neighboring countries. So these matches are kind of winnable. Obviously, it's got to be winnable games for sure, one-sided matches.
So
And but so you can try
you all are
and
saying that
experiment in these matches.
Dubey or Rinku Singh in that position of number 6, if I'm not mistaken. Similarly, on the other hand, Orko, when the series was on the line, you thought about Arshdeep Singh instead of a Prasidh Krishna. Thank goodness you thought, though we lost it. So now in this 5-match series, I'm not expecting Bumrah to play all the games because of his workload management. Can we expect at least 3 games to for Arshdeep to play?
Why not all five of them? Because he's definitely been one of our best bowlers in the T20 circuit. I mean, if you keep aside Bumrah's limited availability, I think he has always delivered more often than not. And that left arm element that we talk about, that variety which we genuinely lack. I think Arshdeep provides that, an all format, all faced bowler. I think he's someone who should be playing all games. He doesn't really have an injury concern either. So if Bumrah's available or not available, I would hope that Arshdeep gets all five of those games, especially if the series is done and dusted early. You can maybe try someone else. But if it does go down the wire, I do see him playing all the games.
You're making him available for all the games. We would love to see that, but so many options are coming up for Surya Kumar Yadav. Why not Shivam Dubey as a bowler? Says Richigda says, should Shivam Dubey be used as a bowler in the upcoming T20I series to get him ready to bowl? Because in the final ODI, I thought that Nitish Kumar Reddy was given many overs to see if he's fit enough to play the 2027 World Cup. Similarly, Shivam Dubey also. Shivam Dubey, Hardik Pandya plus the two seamers of Hardik Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah and Arshdeep.
Definitely. I mean, even with the limited chances that he got, he bowled pretty decently. Even in the Asia Cup, whenever Shivam Dubey was given the chance to bowl, he did deliver. So I think he definitely deserves his chances, and I hope he gets utilized well in the series. Just before the World Cup, he would get much required match practice against a quality team like New Zealand.
Okay, but similarly now we talk about the New Zealand 11 because New Zealand team are also looking good, Gian. First of all, Jacob Duffy, form of his life, what a fast bowler is turning out to be. He will have quality fast seamers on his contrary. Matt Henry, Kyle Jamieson. Thoughts on New Zealand's pace attack? They are threatening too.
I mean, see, I mean, they're becoming a curse right now for us. I mean, it's really sad to see that the once the domination we had at home in terms of any format, I mean, it's going down to the trains. And I mean, this is the one format we have been dominating over the past 2 3 years now, T20. And I just want that this series should be intact and won comfortably. But I just hope these bowlers don't turn out to be a nightmare, especially Kyle Jamieson and Matt Henry. You know what these players have done over the past, especially in the WTC final and also in the World Cup semi-final in 2019. So I think these two players, especially for me, more than Jacob Duffy, I think Jamieson and Matt Henry are more of a threat because Matt Henry is a very, very underrated bowler
Absolutely. And
according
I'm
to.
expecting Matt Henry to, if he's in rhythm, he will bowl 3 overs inside the power play. I think that. But special coming. Rohan is asking some. Welcome to the show, Rohan. He says, how can you predict tomorrow's score of Abhishek Sharma? If correct score, I will donate 5,000 rupees. Thanks a lot if that happens. In one word answers, all three of you, one number for him.
वन नंबर 15 बॉल
Jian,
30 रन, वो तो उसका फॉर्मेट है। 15 बॉल 30 रन, उसके बाद जितना आया बोनस है।
I'm sorry.
15 बॉल 30 रन उसका वो पेट है, उसके ऊपर जितना आया वो बोनस है।
साहब के हिसाब से 30 रन आप जाओगे फॉर रोहन?
30 ना, 15 बॉल 30 रन, ये तो आएगा, उसके ऊपर जितना आएगा बोनस है। But
Okay. So 30 plus.
I wanted to add, this is the best
Just
practice
a
for
moment.
Indian
Just a
team.
moment before we go on for this prediction. 30 according to Gurpal Paji. Jian for you.
54.
54 Orko.
42.
Okay, 42. I see a 27. Wish you all the best, Rohan. Yes, Paji.
So I'm saying this is the best practice Indian team could have asked for because New Zealand is are not a mug team. From the days of Stephen Fleming, we know they come very prepared. वो हर प्लेयर पे हर बैट्समैन पे वर्क करके आते हैं. That's what I would love to see how Sanju, Abhishek, our top three will tackle the New Zealand bowler. वो उनको उनकी वीकनेस पे वर्क करके आएंगे, पूरा एनालाइज करके आएंगे, उस हिसाब से वो बॉल डालेंगे. Maybe some kind of short pitch bowling to Abhishek that will be there or hard length. They won't give him the ball in the slot. So it would be a good practice for Indian team before the World Cup.
Okay, it will be a very, very good practice indeed. But couple of spinners, they have quality spinners, Jian. Mitchell Santner will lead the side. Bracewell, we all know the capability. We have to see if Bracewell is fit enough to play in the first game. Otherwise, Glenn Phillips is there. Rachin Ravindra is there. Are they coming up for a challenge for India? Because we all know what Dallin Mitchell loves versus India. He has a love affair versus India no matter which format he plays. Do you look into New Zealand as a very, very strong side?
Definitely. I mean, obviously, these names, Santner, Bracewell, and all, they are all big names. And in terms of spin quality, we know Santner, Glenn Phillips, what they have done to Indian Test team. And back then in 2024 Test series, I think they had created a havoc, especially Glenn Phillips. Being a part-time spinner, he turned into a prime off spinner and, ran through the Indian batting order. And yeah, it's going to be hell. Well, I don't think they will rush too much with Santner because I think he's just come out of an injury and I think they will look to see if he's fit. And I think it will be the kind of same like Bumrah, like for maybe he might play 2 or 3 games and rest out the other two because he's a player. He's an all rounder after all. And Rachin, yes, we know what kind of a quality player he is. He can be destructive. He loves to play in India, and he's got a 2 year IPL experience also. So yeah, no taking from him. I think he had a brilliant Test series also against West Indies in New Zealand. So yeah, I think yeah he even bowls. So I think I see no. I think this T20 side looks more stronger than the ODI team. I think so. Yeah, we should not be very worried, but I think we should be on our toes.
Okay, you should be on a roll according to you. But now let's moving on to the 11, predict 11 for both the sides. Starting with India, this is what I've gone for. An Abhishek Sharma, and you've gone for a Sanju Samson as my openers. Ishan Kishan at 3, Surya Kumar Yadav at 4, Hardik Pandya 5, Shivam Dubey at 6, Akshar Patel at 7. Kansinish Sundar is injured, so I'm bringing Rinku Singh ahead of Akshar Patel there. Arshdeep Bumrah, Varun Chakravarti. Starting with you, Paji, your thoughts? You're on mute, Paji.
I will also go with the same 11 unless or until they wanted to try a leg spinner as well, or or they want to give a Kuldeep a chance. But I would, first match hai, pehla match hai, so I will beat my batting up because they have the quality spinner as well. And having a left hander like Rinku Singh who know how to finish the matches, and he can
Mhm.
also roll his arm over. So I will go for the same 11. If Abhishek Sharma Rinku bowls, I don't need another any other spinner.
Okay, तो आपके हिसाब से you're going with this 11 which I have gone for. Jian, your changes? Are you playing a Kuldeep Yadav, thinking of him?
No, no, no. I really don't think. I mean, being a Kuldeep fan, of course, definitely it will be. I would love to see him, but again, as Pachi mentioned, that if you have that red soil pitches and all, you need a Rinku ring with Rinku and Abhishek are bowling, and with Varun is undroppable at the moment in T20s. You cannot
100%.
bowl him because he is the mystery spinner right now for us, and he gets those breakthroughs. His googlies are unplayable. We saw that what he did against South Africa in the champion, also in the Champions Trophy, and
Yeah.
he's been absolute magnificent since the time he's come back into the side. So
Okay.
I think maybe rotate Kuldeep and Varun if needed at all. But yeah, let's see how it goes. If we win the series in the start, three matches
Then
only,
we
I think
play
then
with
we can think
Zenthi
about
players.
playing Kuldeep.
100%.
So game
100%.
time
Okay. Final,
matters, right?
final one, Orko, your thoughts? I have added a Rinku Singh into number 6 slot. Then you have Akshar Patel and the numbers. Are you removing a Rinku Singh and maybe having a Harshid Rana at 8 just to keep that balance there, or are you sticking to Rinku?
No, no, I'll still keep Rinko. I think if you go in with batting depth, as Paji and Jehan rightly said, I think that would be the way to go, at least to start the series. And later on, maybe you could think of bringing in someone like Kuldeep or even Harshit for that matter. But to start with, given the kind of form Rinko is coming in, also can bowl a bit if needed. I don't think his bowling would be needed, but if it is, then he also could come handy with that as well. His batting form obviously is perhaps at the peak of what he could think of. So I think they'll go with Rinku this time around, and it'll be almost the same playing 11 as you guys are thinking.
Okay, the same 11. All three of you are agreeing with the 11 I've gone for. No Kuldeep, no Harshid Rana. Team looks set. What does Gautam Gambhir and Surya Kumar Yadav think? We will get to know tomorrow at the toss. Similarly, for the visitors 11, this is what I have gone for. Devon Conway and Rachin Ravindra are my openers. Mark Chapman at 3, Daryl Mitchell at 4, Bevan Jacobs at 5, Glenn Phillips at 6, Bracewell at 7, Mitchell Sadden at 8, Kyle Jamison, Matt Henry, and Jacob Duffy. Looks a set 11, Paji. Your thoughts?
Yes, all the 11 players pick themselves. So I don't think any changes because they will also they want to try the first 11 whom they wanted to play in the World Cup. Then after as the series goes on, they can do some chopping and changes and give everybody a chance or a go.
Okay, so yes, as of now, you're also agreeing with my 11, Gian. Any changes? A couple of options are there. Zach Fox is there in your seam department. Jimmy Neesham, the experienced Jimmy Neesham, is there in the middle order if you need anyone.
I don't think any changes are needed here. I think they look a pretty balanced side over here and very strong 11. And New Zealand could be the dark horses also in the T20 World Cup.
Could be. Okay, so you're saying dark horses in the T20 World Cup. You're saying the same 11. Same question for you, Orko. Jimmy Neesham maybe in the middle order for experience.
Well, maybe not immediately because the series is not just on the line. They have a number of games ahead, so maybe they might want to try the other talents they have. So I think Jimmy Neesham is not necessity, and as Jehan rightly said, they are a stacked team. They have a lot of balance, a lot of quality, and they can be the dark horses of the T20 World Cup. And even history says that any team that plays in India before a World Cup, which happens in India, often delivers. We saw what Australia did in 2023. They had a series just before the 2023 World Cup, and they won the World Cup altogether. So I think New Zealand would have that familiarity with the conditions, and given the quality they have, they could definitely be knocking the doors in the World Cup ahead.
When New Zealand plays an opposition, you need to score 20-25 runs more because they're a lethal fielding side. And that's similarly, Paji is also telling me that they're into a group of death filled with South Africa and Afghanistan too. So I understand that group will be filled with thrillers after thrillers. See these predictions. 5-match series, Paji, are we in for a thriller? Is it a 3-2? Is it India losing another series to New Zealand at home? Or India winning it hands down?
I guess I would love 5-0, but 4-1 for
4-1 according to you?
logically I
That's
would say 4-1.
okay.
4-1.
4-1. Okay, that's a logical answer according to you, Gian.
3-2 India.
3-2 India
Uh,
winning it. You're
series
expecting it.
decider. Series decider.
Series decider, my God. So you want a thriller till the last one? Okay,
No, no,
Orko.
I don't want the thriller. I'm telling you, it is going to happen because New Zealand are not going to spare us.
Yeah, it's not. They are certainly not. If you look into the 11, they are a quality side. No jokes apart. But they indeed are so quality side. Orko, yours?
Definitely, I also agree with Jehan. I think that it would be a 3-2 kind of scenario with India winning and going into a decider because I'm pretty sure New Zealand wouldn't concede wins that easily.
Okay, so Orko, I think you should book your ticket for Vizag because the 4 T20 is at Vizag. Well, the fifth one is at the Trivandrum. So matches are filled, entertainment is there. Couple of them said 3-2, while Paji says hands down 4-1. I certainly go with Paji. I think India will win this, but New Zealand will not be a cakewalk. I think 4-1
But
according to me too. But New Zealand will give a fight. Testing times will be there. How much India can cope and how much can India rotate and also win the series ahead of the T20 World Cup that's coming up very, very shortly. Thanks a lot, all of you. Thanks to all the comments that came up as well. Don't forget to subscribe to Fifth Umpire. Press the bell icon as well. Sit back and enjoy the five-match T20 between the men in blue and the black caps.